Welcome to part 3. Now I've got the back side of the tower back on, and all we have to really do now is just connect the interfacing power cables to the two drives. So I'm going to put before we do the power leads, what we must do is connect the data leads. Now the data lead, for those who don't know, is this huge like a ribbon cable. Now that will connect to this machine. Just trying to set my phone in a position where I can show you what I'm doing. That's it. Now there's two areas with this that you have to kind of join it to. You've got to join it to the drive, which is quite straightforward. Top drive in, apart from the lead's twisted, so I've got to untwist the lead so I can join it to the drive below. I'm just putting the data lead on that now. Yeah, I've got to decouple that because it's not. I think I've got to do it this way. I'm just coupling the lead in to the back of the tower. Now this is quite hard to do, so what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to cheat, and I'm going to couple the bottom one in first after I've untwisted it all. It's kind of got twisted up, so if I can get the bottom one in, I can pretty much do the top one the same way. Now it is fiddly, very fiddly, but once you've done it, you can then introduce the power wire to each drive, which we're now doing. Now they have got a little stuck, so I'm just unsticking them. Just pushing the wires in there, so now the two drives are connected to the tower. Now flip the tower on its back again, so that there's the top that we saw earlier on. That's the front. The front is sort of sticking up above the rest. So the objective is, what we have to do is to find this piece. Now this is the bit that you sandwich on. Sandwiching this back on is kind of hard, so I'm going to put the camera somewhere so we can maybe see that. Now you're looking at it from the front, from the view of my chair, I think. Don't know how much you can see, but now I've got the front back on. Now that's the front of the computer. We've got the front of the machine there with the two drives on. So I'm going to turn it back over to its normal resting operating position, and we're going to get a power lead now. And as they say in the States, fire that bad boy up. So we take the power lead, connect it to the back of the tower. There we go, the power lead is now in. Now I'm going to test this. I'm going to hit this power button, and you should see, with a bit of a look and a fair wind, you can see, for those that can see, you can see the fan there. Now for those who don't know, I'm going to hit that power button. Now the fan's turning. I'm going to try the drives. Top drive opens, bottom drive opens superbly. And for those that can't hear, it's booting, I think. So we're actually going to get a booting system. Turn it around the front way so we can see. You can see the lights on the front panel there. I'm trying to get it so you can see it, but it's not going to let me. So I'm going to have to back up a little. Power it down, and we'll see if we can get it to zoom out. And you can see that the light is indeed on. There we go, we've got the top light on. Now that's indicating that the drive is attempting to boot. What it's attempting to boot, we don't know. But we have a working system. All we need to do now is go on to the next part, put a screen on this puppy, slam the other side back on, and see if we can figure out what's happening next. That's all coming on this next part of this. So the machine is now back together. As you can see, I open the front for those that can see. The top CD drive opens. The bottom one opens too. There's the bottom one, just for reference. Now this only had one when I first got it, but it now has two. So there we go. That's how to install two CD-ROM drives and connect the power lead to the hard disk. So that is now a running system. Just need to test it with a screen, obviously, just to make sure that it is actually what it's supposed to be, what it claims to be. We're going to flip it on its back one last time, just so we can righten everything to where it needs to be. There we are, look, that's the internals again. Fairly tidy. A few cards in there. It's got a modem card, it's got a thingy card. I'm just going to put the top back on now. And I've got the top the wrong way round, so we have to kind of jiggle it a little. Which I'm going to attempt to do like one-handed if I can. And there we are. One assembled Knackered Hell. Or Packard Bell, if you want to call it that. So yeah, installing a hard disk, getting the power supply installed, getting everything running again. Quite straightforward. Blind people can do this, as I've just proved. Yeah, I know my video quality is not the best, but it can be done, folks. You just need to, you know, get somebody who can train you to do this stuff. I've just done it. It was quite an easy task. Didn't take much above a few screws here and there to achieve the end result. But the next video I do, another how-to PC video, will probably be how to put a card reader on a machine. They're not much different. So for now, I will say goodbye, and I will speak to you all soon.